Welcome back to the Patriot Dreams Television Network, everybody. This is week 6 of the campaign for the New England Patriots. It's your man, TJ Alabi, Tijani Alabi in the building, better known as Patriot Dreams. I'll have Jen and Dendy on this week's show on the other side. But man, it was ugly for these Patriots to really, get something going here. You lose 34-0 against the Saints last week. That's not a good look. I mean, you're pretty much putting yourself in a tight spot here, and, Matt couldn't get anything going, gets pulled out, Bailey Zappi comes in. I don't know what's going on with Mac Jones. I mean, this team really needs to get their identity back. They ran themselves into oblivion. That's not a good look. Now, the Patriots are 1-4, as we know now. They're 4th in the AFC East. Last place in the division, not so good. I mean, the Patriots really need to get something going. And, I'm just very shocked with what's been happening. But, we'll see what happens with it this week. We just got to see. But this week, the Patriots go to Las Vegas and Allegiant Stadium to go face off against Jimmy Garoppolo and the Las Vegas Raiders. Another good team with the Raiders. So we just have to wait to see what happens. But the Patriots are short-handed this week. I think they have Juju Smith-Schuster's injured right now. They have Demario Douglas injured right now. So pretty much, you just signed Malik Cunningham for the practice squad to a 3-year deal. I could see him playing in this game, on a couple of running passes, maybe receiving passes. I mean, we have to wait and see how they're going to utilize him. Sources do say he could be the backup quarterback to Mac Jones if Mac Jones plays pretty poorly, instead of putting Bailey Zappi to make matters worse. So I think putting Malik Cunningham would be kind of more of a step-up situation for the Patriots. We just have to wait to see what happens. Alrighty, we're going to run down the starting lineups and everything, and then I'll tell you what's going to happen here for this game here. This is a 3:05 game from Allegiant Stadium on CBS. Jim Nance, Tony Romo, Tracy Wilson will have the call for this game. So we have to wait to see what happens with this particular game. We're going to run through the starting lineups in a second here. It's a lot of former Patriots here on this team, so it's pretty shocking. All right, Jimmy Garoppolo is your quarterback for the Las Vegas Raiders. All right, your running backs: Amir Abdullah, Brandon Bolden, who is a former Patriot, Josh Jacobs, the running back, Jakob Johnson, the fullback, another former Patriot. So we got a lot of good Patriots here. Got a lot of good former Patriots here. So, wide receivers: Davante Adams, DeAndre Carter, Jacoby Myers, the former Patriot, Hunter Renfrow, Trey Tucker, Christian Wilkerson, the other former Patriot. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of ex-Patriots on this squad here. I'm telling you. Tight ends: Austin Hooper, Jesper Horsted, Michael Mayer. Okay. Defensively, Max Crosby alongside the former Patriot Adam Butler and Brywan Young, Tyree Wilson. They're going to have to sack up Mac Jones in the pocket. Linebackers: Amari Burnley, Devon Diablo, and Luke Masterson. They're going to have to sack up Mac Jones in the pocket. Defensive backs: you got Jacorin Bennett, Marcus Epps, Nate Hobbs, David Long, Marcus Peters, Christopher Smith II. They're going to have to intercept the ball from Mac Jones' wide receivers. Special teams: Jacob Bobbin-Moore's the long snapper, Daniel Collinson's the kicker, AJ Cole III's your punter. Now let's get to the New England Patriots starting lineup. Oh man, it's going to get crazy for this Patriots team. I mean, it's going to be pretty neutral, but we just have to wait and see what's going to happen. Alrighty, Mac Jones is the starting quarterback for the Patriots, as we know. Running backs: Ramondre Stevenson, Ezekiel Elliott, and Ty Montgomery II. That's your running backs for the Patriots. Wide receivers: Tyquan Thornton just came back from injury, so he's in the mix. Tyquan Thornton, Devontae Parker, Kendrick Bourne, alongside Keishon Boutte. You know, you elevated Jalen Rager from the practice squad to help out in the wide receiving room there, alongside Malik Cunningham if he could get some catches in, or quarterback screens or whatever. Tight ends: Hunter Henry, Mike Gesicki, and Pharaoh Brown. Defensively, Deatrice Rice Jr., Devon Gottschalk. They're going to have to sack up Jimmy Garoppolo in the pocket alongside Lawrence Guy. Linebackers, you got Jerron Bentley, Josh Uche. They're going to have to sack up Jimmy Garoppolo in the pocket. Secondary, man, secondary's pretty tight right now. You got J.C. Jackson alongside all those other guys. You got Jalen Mills. I mean, you got so many. It's pretty, you might see Miles Bryant down there. They're going to have to intercept the ball from Jimmy Garoppolo's wide receivers. We're going to have to wait to see what happens. And then special teams. Special teams. Chad Ryland is the kicker. Bryce Behringer is your punter. Joe Cardona is your long snapper. The final score on this game, Patriots win 27-20. I just see it as not a close game, but with some points on the board. I'm going to turn this over to Janet Dendy and myself on this next segment, so stay tuned, everybody, on the Patriot Dreams Television Network. Be right back. I am very shocked right now with the way the Patriots are playing. They ran themselves into oblivion these past few weeks. By the way, welcome back to the Patriot Dreams Television Network, Patriots TV Net. At the top, Janet Dendy, back in the place to be. Tijani Alabi, Patriot Dreams at the bottom. Now, this is very concerning for the Patriots. I'm very concerned with how these Patriots are playing right now. I mean, you lose 2 games. I mean, you lose the first game to the Dallas Cowboys by a score of 38-3. And then the next week, you get blown out by the Saints 34-0 in a shutout loss. Now, with the Patriots being 1-4 and being last place in the division, this is not good. This is not a good situation. You lose Christian Gonzalez for the entire season with the turned shoulder, which if they didn't get J.C. Jackson, you still got Jack Jones on IR, Marcus Jones on IR, and that would just leave you with Miles Bryant, Sean Wade, and I think another person. That's not good. That's why they had to go and get J.C. Jackson, which, he's going to have to be that number 1 cornerback instead of Jonathan Jones. Jonathan Jones is still at the top, but he's still recovering.
We also lost Matt Judon for a significant amount of time. So that hurts also.
Now you're thinking, okay, we're just going to have to wait to see what happens with this Patriots team. Week 6 of the NFL season for the Patriots 2023 NFL campaign under Bill Belichick, which his coaching is under question. He's not going to get fired. He's the GOAT. He'll keep going. You have to blame somebody for this mistake. Mac Jones will take maybe a little bit of accountability. You can't trade him because you picked him first. Well, you picked him 15th overall in the 2021 NFL Draft. Had a good 2021. Didn't have a good second year. And now he's in a situation here too. Patriots are running themselves into oblivion here at this point. But I still have faith. I mean, 1-4, Patriots fans should be concerned. But if they need this win against the Raiders, against Jimmy Garoppolo, which this game is going to be at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, Sin City. This is a Go ahead.
Must-win. It's a must-win for the Patriots. They really have to win this game.
NFL on CBS, I agree. NFL on CBS late window. Jim Nance, Tony Romo, Tracy Wilson will have the call for this game, the number 1 broadcast team on these situations. But we'll see what happens. I mean, Mac Jones is really going to have to step it up big time this week. We don't know who's going to be out there. Could we get Cole Strange back?
I don't know. He missed practice this week, so it's not looking good, but it's still possible. They haven't ruled him out yet.
And then the running backs are doing pretty well, but the wide receivers, we should get Tyquan Thornton back. He was at practice. He's still got a 21-day window, a 3-week window to appeal for him to
Uh-huh.
come back. Look, Mac Jones is probably gonna need him at this point.
He does. He needs that. Mac Jones' big focus, though, at least on his end, to be ball security. He's turned it over 6 times in 2 games. 3 of those ended up in 6 points for the other team. You can't play that way.
Last
Be very
week,
careful.
I agree. Last week against the Saints, he threw a pick 6 to Tyrann Mathieu.
Uh-huh.
And Mac Jones, that's all Mac Jones right there. I don't know what I didn't see the play, but threw a pick 6 to Tyrann Mathieu, the former Honey Badger. Look, I mean, we've been thinking about who's going to be the quarterback. It is still going to be Mac Jones. That's what Bill Belichick said at his press conference. I thought it would be Malik Cunningham. Because I think Malik Cunningham could do it, but with these teams coming up, I wouldn't advise Malik Cunningham to be out there. That young kid is going to get,
Yeah, I mean, you don't want
You know.
his first start to be against the Bills.
no.
And that's pretty rough.
And the way the Bills are playing, they're playing lights out. It's just, with these next couple games, we're going to have to really do a lot of things.
Yeah.
I mean, you got the Colts in there. You got Washington in there. I was just talking to a couple people. They say the Patriots record is going to be 7-11, not 7-11, because that would be, is that 18? No, there's 17 games.
So it'd be 7-10.
Thank you. That's not good.
Um,
That's not good.
that's not good.
You need to flip
We
that.
really need to get a few. We do. We got to get some wins.
7-10. That's not a good look for this Patriots team. I mean, last year they were 8 and they were not 9-8, 8-9.
Mhm.
Not good.
I
Not
mean, we
good.
have a tough division, but even still, we should be winning some of those games, or trying for a split with Miami. We should try really hard to sweep the Jets. Do what we can with the Bills. I don't know. That's a tough win.
All right. Keys to a win on Sunday against the Raiders at Allegiant Stadium in Sin City, Nevada. What are the keys to the game, JD? At this point, 1-4.
One of the biggest ones, and I'm not trying to put him down. He's a good quarterback, but Jimmy G, when he gets a lot of pressure and gets hit a lot, does not do well. He starts to lose, his focus. He is injury prone too. He's naturally a little more cautious. So if we can get a lot of pressure on him, that would help. We really need some kind of blocking from our O-line. We got to have it. Mac Jones needs a little bit more time to throw. If so, we could get a win. But
It's going to be up to Jerome Bentley to step up since Matthew Judon is going to be out for a bit. And that's a tall order. I mean, Bentley could do it, but you still need a heavy body to pressure Jimmy Garoppolo. It's going to be up to Deatrice Wise Jr. as well. Deatrice is probably going to have to fill in that. Huh?
Uche too. Josh Uche too.
And Lawrence Guy, all those
Get
big
right on.
dudes. They're going to have to really stack up Jimmy G in the pocket. Now, Devontae Adams, the number one, he still plays for them.
Mhm.
You're going to have to probably put J.C. Jackson on Devontae Adams. I would give that assignment to Jonathan Jones, but I would go J.C. Jackson on that one.
And then you got to get somebody to cover Jacoby Myers. So,
That would probably have to go to Jonathan Jones at this point.
that would be my guess. Yeah.
Because J.C. Jackson is going to be cornerback 1 at this point.
I think he could do it if he returns to. I mean, he was elite with the Patriots. I don't know what happened with his time away from the Patriots. I know he got injured and had some issues, but I mean, he was really good when he was with us. So maybe he can return to that, and maybe it'll be a big thing for us. And we got him for steal, so I'm glad we got him.
All right, I think the final score on this game, I'm gonna give this one to the Patriots. This is where it gets kind of sticky. I'm gonna give this to the Patriots by a final score of 27-20.
I'm going to give it to the Patriots, but I think it's going to be a lower scoring game. So I'm going to go with like 17-10, probably.
Okay, so not that
The
not.
Patriots win.
So you're kind of going 10 points back at this point, so not too bad.
Yeah, I just feel like their offense has struggled a lot lately, but the Raiders don't have a great defense either, though. So maybe we'll fire it off.
Thank y'all for tuning in to the Patriot Dreams Television Network. For Janet Dendy at the top, Tijani, Patriot Dreams, the lobby. We will see you guys back next week. Patriots in the nation, Patriots in the building.